I want to welcome everybody to Ohav Shalom Messianic congregation. Many of you are with us every week and been doing so for 10 years. They tell me that there are about 600 sermons on our archives. So our online has been around for some while, and we do hear from some people who lived here and then moved on, Monty Goodell, and wrote us. And Bill Richter, was with us for a very long time, he got ill, but he lets us know that he's still around, and others too that stay with us even though they have moved away. So for those who have been with us for a long time, you know that we favor Zion, and we believe that God has a destiny for Israel, and that destiny is being fulfilled. And we get to watch it on television all the time. So here's a prophecy concerning Israel. Isaiah 49. Behold, these shall come from afar, and lo, these shall come from the north and from the west and from the land of Sinim. That's like China. For your wastes and solitary places, and you're destroyed. Surely now you will be too cramped for the inhabitants, and those who swallowed you will be far away. The children of whom you were bereaved yet say in your ears, this place is too cramped for me. Make room for me that I may live here. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will lift up my hand to the nations and set up my standard to the peoples. And they will bring your sons in your bosom, and your daughters will be carried on their shoulders. So my friends, within our generation, these things are being fulfilled. And yet there's a resistance. That resistance is strong. And you wonder, has the world been turned on its head? I mean, imagine Israel. I mean, thousands and thousands of people are demonstrating against Israel. Israel committed the crime of being invaded. I mean, what could you do worse than being invaded? Why, you're to be condemned because you were invaded. And what's worse, women were raped, children were killed, slaughtered, and so on. Surprise attack, burn them all down. And Israel, that happened to you, and therefore you are a wrong nation. You are a wrong nation. Well, there must be some reason why we can blame some people other than Hamas. Why we can blame the United States for not bringing in enough humanitarian aid. Well, the United States is trying to build up a port dock so that they can bring ships. But the seas are turbulent, and so they've been unable to complete that. But nevertheless, Israel should be criticized because it has not brought in sufficient amount of humanitarian aid. Of course, there were 22 trucks that pulled up yesterday, and they've been sending them right along. Oh, no, why, famine is in the land. And that's your fault, Israel. Never mind that Rafah is 1 mile from the Egyptian border. And they won't let any trucks in at all. They don't want any part of the Hamas people. They consider it a defective culture, and they don't want any of them in their country. And neither does Jordan, and neither do any of the Arab lands. Somebody must know something about something. Right and wrong has not gone out the window. It is still there, the rightness of things and the wrongness of things. And in God's point of view, he made these prophecies because he says, in those days, Israel will be in the rightness of things, and her enemies will be in the wrongness of things. That's our little commercial for the day. So we're glad to welcome you. I'm going to call upon Fernando, and we're going to do some shofar blowing today. It says to blow the shofar in Zion, and to do so when we're calling to assembly. And we are calling to assembly. So let's see, we got a few shofar blowers today. Let's all rise.